Welcome to Jaago. This is our very own Empathy Gym app. Once you log in, you will be able to create your intersectional profile. This is one that is personal to you and will not be shared with anyone at all. You will be able to add your work email address in the profile, and this will enable you to join your company's private library. So you can share your stories that are contextual to your companies and only will be available to the people within that organization. You will add your email address and you will verify what the email you get. And once you verify it, you will see this green check on your profile. So let's dive in and let's watch our first story. You will be served up your first story based on your profile, and you will have to watch the first to go on to the next story. And this one is about ethno-racial groups, and it's called racial profiling. Let's watch it.
I want to share with you a time in my life when I changed my mind about something. I grew up in a rural community, went to a rural school, and I had no exposure to the African American community at all. I had no knowledge of, I didn't know any person of color. I'd never played with them. I'd never been around them. And so I was prejudiced, but it wasn't because I had any dealings with them. They were just different. And when I went in the service, I was stationed in Germany. And when I was there, I was a roommate to an African-American soldier. And through my experience with him, we became very good friends, and to this day, I look at that point in my life as the time that I changed my mind about the African American race, and I've not had any racial or prejudice at all since that time, and I am thankful for my experience with my comrade in the military who changed my mind about race.
After really listening to this story, a powerful story about change, the first question you're asked when you click next is, how did this video make you feel? This video made me feel hopeful. Then this is the next question, an important one. How do you think the storyteller felt while telling the story? This is where you get to practice a little bit of empathy. If you want to know what any of these categories are, you could go to the information and see what is included in all of these. So you know, if you're looking for a certain emotion, they're all covered within this grouping. So how do you think the storyteller felt while telling this story? What do you think? I think that the storyteller felt hopeful. Oh, looks like I matched with the storyteller. How do you think the storyteller felt like while living the story? After a moment of reflection, I think the storyteller felt probably I'm leaning towards neutral or hopeful, so I'll go with neutral. Oh, the storyteller was concerned while living this because they were going through something. So now I understand. This allowed me to practice and put myself in their perspective and maybe understand my bias. How much did this story change your outlook? I think it expanded my outlook a little further. I would definitely recommend this story to others, and I would love to thank the storyteller for their courage and vulnerability, which is an incredible strength. When I'm done, we process your responses, and privately for you, we will update your scores, and you will get an increase in your Jaago level. You'll be able to see what emotion recognized score you have, and as well as all the stories and themes you've explored within the platform itself. And finally, you get to share your own story. If you want story inspirations, you can go to the story inspiration, see what themes we have. You can add your own theme if you want, and there's some prompts, things like the first time you realize you were blank. This could be anything: a leader, a team player, a man, a woman, non-binary, black, white, or a time when you changed your mind about something or someone. There are rules in case you need to want to make sure what is okay, simple things, as well as you can look at our story guide. And there's some videos to help guide you through that story guide as well. You can see how many people I've shared 6 stories. I've got 144 views. 119 people have recognized the courage for sharing my stories. And then you can just go ahead and share your own story. You select a theme, you upload you record a video in 3 minutes or less, a story based on our prompts or your own prompts, and add a title, and you'll be able to answer a few questions, 3 questions about this, about your story, and you're ready to go.